Expect him to go down the line here, which he does. Big pack of players, and there's an early win for Matt Flynn over Sean Darcy. Eager to move the ball forward. Now the Eagles can look to counter-attack as they look to get the next link in the chain. To Ewing, played 26 games for Peel Thunder between 2020 and 2022. McRae, Datson. Can they get them out the back here? End-to-end West Coast Eagles, they sure can. Matt Owies, the recipient. No doubt searching for more opportunity at the top level. Contracted for another year beyond this year. And that's straight over the goal umpire sat. So West Coast closed the gap out of the middle. One. Couldn't quite grab it cleanly. In fact, it's Jaron Kara, I should say, in the number 41. Now Clay Halls looks up, assesses his options. That's a good kick to Champion on the half-forward flank. He's got to play a free over the top, and it's Harvey Johnson who's floated forward. If he can help make the Eagles towards finals, that'll do his chances no harm. Straight over the goal umpire sat. Well done there by one. Went on the non-preferred. Wasn't overly convincing, but gives a chance now for Tobin Murray, who's in the number 1. Great tackle there by Garrison Kent.
Taking a mark there again as Draper is been dominant this quarter. Up into the full forward line. It's taken there by Brock. Gets a handball back out to Ewing. Brock back to Brock. Then it goes now to Ken. Ken now deciding where he'll deliver. Gets to Hall. Hall now getting across now beautifully to Schoenberg. Driving the ball into the centre half forward line. Back comes the Eagles trying to get a possession on here, and he does. Taken then by Turrell, giving it across the Champion. And
Murray has a player out the back. They've got the extra number here, Peel Thunder. If they can just get the next link in the chain, it's a mark that probably should have been taken in the end by Sears. He's desperate to make up for it. Couldn't quite get there, and the Eagles could be off here. We don't often associate run and carry with Sandy Brock, but this time it could be no different. And Barnett, did he step? He was tempted. It might not matter too much.
Game on, 5-4 to 3-5. Up go the ruckman. Flynn now starting to win his share. Leckerson gets the ball out onto his left boot, driving it up onto the wing. Up they go, and a good mark here taken.
Lucasen on that raking left boot. Sends it inside 50. Through the hands there of Murphy. Datson. Here's an opportunity for Dewar. Once a forward, always a forward.
Good. This looks good. They're happy with that one. The ball comes onto the ground. Now the Eagles have the chance to mop up. Back it comes, and the ball spills clear, and a shot on goal was just...
It was Toby Wine who just caught him there as Sears around the corner. We're still locked into the Peel Thunder forward line, and sliding in there to save the day is Ryan Marrick. To Hitchcock, he wants to play on and give it back to Marrick. We know they like to use him by foot more often than not. Hugs the boundary line. They get it out to the last goal kicker in Dewar. They're looking to move the ball one end to the other, and they've looked pretty slick when they've tried to do that today. Dewar shows his raw leg speed, sends it inside 50, piercing ball for Jack Hutchinson, and Hutchinson, can he go back? He wants to do the team thing and get it back there to Champion, and Champion can go back.
This will make it game on, won't it?
Champion around the corner. Is it a case of third time the charm? It is for the live wire small forward for the Eagles.
Up goes Flynn, wins the ball around. Back it comes, taking away here by the Eagles and driving the ball into the centre half forward area, and a searching kick and finding Hutchinson on the lead. Beautifully finding Jack Sears. Sears now gets the ball across to his teammate. Now breaking away clear.
Yeah, well done there by Garrison Ken. Goal-saving smother. Back in Peel colours in 2026 after a year. Geelong's VFL program, and Flynn just stands his ground.
West Coast Eagles, Flynn with a big hit out of the half-forward line. It goes searching the ball there, and it's taken then by the West Coast player. Putting it up there was McRae. The ball goes into the full forward line, and it's picking up and snapping on a goal, and he's got it, the big Eagle. His teammate in Simpson. Simpson driving down on the scoreboard side, searching, but it's intercepted by West Coast. Here they go, a handball back here. They're handballing with a vengeance, and the ball driving the ball into the full forward line. Who's there to take the mark? And he has. This will lift the West Coast Eagles. He skips, he comes in, shoots the ball. Another goal, and scores are equal here at the stadium.
Comes in, one way than the other. Well done there by Wybird. Got it out to Toby One on the right boot again. Just gained some metre edge. Flynn, he was the biggest player in the contest there now. He's too far out to score. Wants to get it moving again by hand. Rodriguez tucked up in the corner. Not his best kick, but a floated it. Right place, right time. Filling in the hole was Malachi Champion, and Champion can line up for goal number 2. Kick much harder goals than this, and that's evident with the finish. West Coast Eagles hit the front.
Draper in against Flynn there. It's taken then by Marrick. Marrick with a handball and gets it across then back to his teammate. working around onto the left boot. They drive the Eagles going into the centre half forward position. No one can win the ball. The ball's on the ground, taken there by Hutchinson. A good searching handball. He got it out beautifully, and that was a good shot on goal. He's going to be rewarded, Johnson. Throw up takes place. Flynn wins the ball, gets it down to Marek. Marek hits it up to the top of the square. No one can take the mark. There's a spoil there by Barnett. Swooping in there was Datson. Datson's put his boot to the ball, and back coming, following in there beautifully behind was Barnett. And he might have got the goal.
Hindsight, a wonderful thing, but 10-point lead nonetheless. Schoenberg received it there from Flynn. Slams it on the boot. Playing from behind was Banfield. Got a fist to it. Sears tracks it. Kernet coming the other way. On the left. Puts it out in front there of Jewell to run onto. Takes the uncontested mark. Has straight away turned his approach towards goal. Has to just go short to Schoenberg, who wanted to go off. Banfield was right there and had a bit more time than he realised. Schoenberg nonetheless gets it inside 50. Providing a contest was Kernet. Here's McRae. McRae wins out. Here's Kernet. Kernet, can he get it back out and make it? The lead extending more for the Eagles. Could they be heading to an important victory? Time will tell. That cut above his sharp slams it on the boot. Inside 50. Kick that last behind. Brock stands underneath it and holds his ground over Tuia. Was always going to win that battle. But Murray almost lost his footing and then did well to hold his balance. Tuia on the non-preferred, floating in, and players coming from both directions had to be courageous. There was Lucasen. Lucasen's quick to move on with it. Wants to open up the far side. The Hayden Ballantyne wing. Kernet kicked a goal in that third quarter. Holds his own as well and shows his leg speed. Draws the opponent. Gets out to Ken. Ken's a left footer, so this will suit him. Just pulls his kick short there to Dewar. Do they want to go back to the youngster in Ken? That's ignored. Going back in board. Champions all by himself.
Yes.
Just had to put himself in the hole. And
it's going to happen. Flynn's in there with Draper. Draper wins the ball down forward. Back it comes there. Taken here. Taken a shot on goal beautifully there by Marek.
He's kicked it.
Marek over his shoulder. He's got it. And the Eagles really consolidate, and they needed that. Back in front by 7 points. Here goes the bounce down, winning the ball out again. Here is Clay Hall. He gets it out eventually. Cross to McRae. McRae with a handball to Flynn. Flynn got it on to Ken. Again he goes. Flynn wins the tap, but the ball comes away of the searching Tardrew. And then he got it across to his teammate.
Here's an opportunity off a standing step. Went McRae. McRae to the top of the square. Having a fair piece of it was Hutchinson. What can Barnett do? Schoenberg breaking through. Harry Schoenberg.
Football.
And he salutes the crowd as well at the fence. Schoenberg, could the Eagles be walking on to a famous victory and keep their finals hopes alive? With a 13-point lead, swayed into the middle. Well done. Reading it best was Marek. Holds his composure inside.
Good.
Now to Champion. Champion wants to open up the far side. Have they got the leg speed? Lucasen's on his left side. Wasn't tempted to bypass the opponent in car there. Saying, come towards me. Could we be seeing another goal from the Eagles? Uncontested in the end.
He needs to kick this. From
almost directly in front. He straight away knocked off the boot. And the celebration this time from Datson is a bit more obvious than his last one.
This allows the door open for Peel Thunder. The handballs go back. And no one can get a shot at goal, but the tackle is on then. West Coast need to work the ball out of the forward line. Up goes Flynn and takes the mark. He's done a power work all day. He goes the kick out here by Marek. The ball up onto the...
There it is.
And there's a siren, is it?
There it is. West Coast beat Peel Thunder for the first time since 2019. 7 long years in the making. And more importantly, as far as their finals hopes are concerned, they keep the door ajar heading into Claremont next week.